Hi everybody, and welcome to Love Speaks Love. I'm Denise, your host. Just changing the screen, there we go. And my guest today is Merita. How do you pronounce your surname? Shoshan?
Shoshan.
Shoshan, got it.
In Hebrew, it means the daughter of the rose. Shoshan, daughter of the rose.
Amazing. I got that came in the other day because obviously I think sister of the rose, because I've heard that term before, and relate that to the sisterhood of the rose, like the Mary Magdalene kind of essence. But I got daughter of the rose just those words dropped in the other day, which is interesting. Okay, I'm just going to share, so just bear with me a second. I'll share it to my Love Speaks Love. Share it to there. Oh, that's interesting. No, it's not letting me share it to a page. Okay, just turn the sound down so that doesn't come through. Hi everyone that's with us. Hi Shaz. Okay. Right. I'll check where I've shared it to later. So this, because I've tagged you in this, so it should come up on your page as well.
I turned my phone off, I think.
That's all right. It should just happen. It should just come up automatically because I've tagged you. If you do,
okay.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if you do happen to open your phone and have the page running, just make sure your volume's down. Otherwise, it'll set off all sorts.
That's what?
If you do, are you opening your phone?
Yeah. Do you want me to share there? Or
yeah, you could do, but just to say, if you open it up on your phone, just make sure your volume's down. Otherwise, it causes feedback.
No, let's keep it, mute.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Brilliant. Okay. All right. So welcome everybody, and thank you for joining us.
Hello, everybody.
This is Merita. Merita is a dear friend, a dear sister, who I connected with through Solargy originally. That's where I saw you and reached out. And we've done some things together. We did a swap a while ago. I received, I don't know if you're still doing these, but I received one of your rose, what would you call it? Like a rose blessing?
Initiations, yeah.
Which felt absolutely, it was really, really beautiful. And I've been working with rose energy for a while as well. Now, I think I'm just going to, the energy is really, really, really strong coming in, but I'm just going to connect our hearts together. So taking a few deep breaths and just feeling all of our energies coming together, heart to heart, all of us that are watching the call live and on the replay as well. Because in this quantum reality, there is no time. And connecting our hearts to the heart of Gaia and to the New Earth templates and the crystalline grids that emanate out from the heart of Gaia. And connecting our hearts to the heart of the sun, which is nice for me to do on this cloudy day. Connecting our hearts to the heart of Source Creator, the great cosmic heart of all that is. And I'm just going to place my hands on my heart and say to my heart, say to all of our beautiful hearts, I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you. And if your eyes are closed, just opening them when you're ready. Merita, it's a pleasure to share space with you, sweetheart.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to share with you. There's so much love coming through when I see you in your shows, interviews, talks. There's so much love.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Thank you. So tell me what's been happening, Merita. You're now in Portugal. So I hear that you didn't plan to stay necessarily, but you went over and then everything closed off, all the borders, etc. So you're still in Portugal.
Yes, I came last year at the same time.
Yeah.
And I really was hoping that something would happen and I would find a way to stay. But I was told, no, you have to go back to Israel and finish a few things before you can come and live here. So I went back, and the whole year I was working on ending things, disconnecting in many ways, detaching. And then a year later, exactly, I got invited to come over by friends.
Mm-hmm.
So I came. And I came for a month this time. I had a ticket for a month. And after 2 weeks, the lockdown was in. And I really started laughing. I said, well, this is perfect. It's my sign that I'm supposed to stay here this time.
Yeah.
The lockdown was amazing. I never felt so free because I was in a place in nature and surrounded by friends, and I kept meeting more friends who were not afraid to get out of their houses or hug and kiss. So it was like coming back home. So at a certain point, after 2 months, I just said, okay, I'm staying. I'm staying. And that was a declaration, I'm not going back. I came with a suitcase. That's it. I left everything behind, but what I left was not much because I don't own anything. Well, I did a car, but the house was rented. So it's been a process from far of detaching, of allowing my children to just dismantle everything. And every single piece I had in that house, Denise, was sacred to me, special to me. And it's not much, but everything was like very, very attached. So it was like a process of detaching also from far,
Yeah.
allowing them to do it all. And it's done.
Nice.
And it's done. And
have you stuff in storage there, or is it all just gone?
The only thing in storage is my paintings.
Yeah.
And that, it was hard. It was the hardest thing, was my artwork, because I had a studio full of stuff. The whole house was hanging with the paintings and sculptures. And it is stored in a way. And I just thought about donating it. Whoever feels connected to it can take it, leave a donation. I found someone who is willing to take care of that.
Wow.
It was like a huge letting go.
That's really interesting. And I know we're going to talk about creativity shortly as well, but it's almost like you had to leave all the old creativity stuff behind, disconnect that to bring in new. Does that?
It's not accurate because those creations wanted to be with me.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I could not find a way to get them here. It's too much. It's like, what do I do with it? So I just said, I can't. So they start coming to me, their energies.
Yeah.
And I just say, okay, go and make someone else happy. I can start again. I can do more. And so that was also a detaching. That was not easy. I also had to leave my dog. It was very difficult. She's been with me for 11 years.
Yeah.
But that's it. It's like living in the now netto. I have a suitcase with me. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's starting anew.
Wow. So how long have you lived in Israel for?
40 something years from 1972
Wow.
until 2004.
Yeah.
Then I came here for a year and then I went back again from 2005 until now. I was there again.
Yeah.
I've been on a call, a kind of a mission, a specific mission in Israel. And it was draining me completely. Okay, there was no end to it in that place. You need energies all the time, but this was a specific call, and I just couldn't take it anymore. So I called for help.
Yeah.
And when I called for help, the walk-ins start coming.
Mm-hmm.
I had a few. Okay, each time there's a different one that it was helping me to cope. But towards the end, I was losing my creativity. I was feeling stagnated,
Yeah.
and I had to go. And I was really helped with it. Coming here was like a beginning of a renewal.
Yeah.
Okay, it was more creativity coming through, more clarity. It was a resetting. And when I came, I received another walking.
Mm-hmm.
They keep changing.
So this is interesting because the term walking has been used on a lot of consecutive shows actually. And I think sometimes it can mean different things to different people. And when I first heard the term in 2005, I think it was like a soul swap. But I also hear it used in terms of emerging, like part of our higher, our multidimensional aspects that are still us operating in different, time and space, planets, whatever, coming in. But I can also sense a walk in as in and I wonder if this is how it is for you, like a different soul coming in as a temporary measure to give you qualities or whatever. Is that how it's been, or would you say these are aspects of your soul?
I feel what I see is that there is a mother soul. Okay, there's
Yeah.
a mother soul. That mother soul has a lot of experiences in different places, different galaxies, different universes,
Yeah.
and at different levels of awareness, awakeness, enlightening, whatever you call it, knowledge. And I felt that my soul had chosen to come to a specific call in Israel. And when I said enough, I felt that there was a walking coming through. There was a period of time that I felt that both my previous soul and the new walk-in that was also part of me,
Yeah.
but on a different level. They were like interacting for a while, and I really felt the old soul when she left.
Wow.
Okay, I felt it. There was for a while there was a connection, and then she left, and I understood mission is over.
Yeah.
She's happy. We've done this for 20 years. Enough. Now have a rest. Go. We hear you. So yes, I feel that it's all part of us, just at different levels, and they come and join us from whatever we need at that point.
Yeah.
The last one I got, for example, is a flowing soul. Flowing, very flowing. She came to teach me how to flow and allow and be more with my senses, and it's about ease.
Yeah.
And I really needed that. So that's what I'm going through. Everything that I need is coming, and ease, and people I meet are wonderful, and the places I get to also, and everything is flowing. It's like amazing, just amazing. It's so cool. So that's what I'm going through. But together with that, uh, it was during a talk of Franco de Nicola that
Yeah.
I really like following his teachings.
Yeah. Me
He
too.
was telling us about the difference between manifesting and creating. And I was really very interested because manifesting I know about. Creating, he explains, is something new that doesn't exist yet. Okay?
Yeah.
And while I was listening to him, I was uh, drawing something. I didn't realize what I was doing. Something, listening to him and drawing. When the talk finished and I looked at the drawing, there was a dome
Mm.
with people going inside. The dome was connecting to Earth and to Venus. And I wrote down Rose um, transforming dome. Okay, and that was I looked at it and I said, okay, that's the way I communicate with my soul anyway. It's through paintings, drawings. So I looked at it and I said, this is interesting. Tell me more about it. So as soon as I receive a gift, I check it out
Mm-hmm.
with people, on people. I'm very curious. I know if I get something, it's not just for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a few friends here, new friends that are very sensitive.
Yeah.
They all work with energies. So I start working with them with this dome. And the feedback was amazing. Now, I will tell you something that I understood yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that I called forth a long time ago because I've been talking to God or to my soul, whatever, it doesn't matter. And I say, there must be a solution for the old souls on earth. We've been to so many experiences, so many places. How can we purge it all in one lifetime? The processes that exist now, even those that are quite new, they take time. We don't have time. We came to do something. Although I did something already, there was a mission. I know there's still more to do.
Yeah.
So I was always asking for something that was quicker,
Mm-hmm.
that works for those souls that feel that they don't have time to work on again and then process again and more. And this is what I got, the dome. And it's very quick process. In this dome, I have all of the aspects that I am. Can you imagine, you know, in all different galaxies and also from Earth in other times, but there's a group of galactics that are me,
Yeah.
and they all have their own knowledge, their own techniques, the cosmic healers per se, and they're all working on the person when she comes in.
Yeah.
And it's I am doing that. I create that space. It's connected to very strong energies from the earth because I started my journey connecting to the rose in the earth.
Mm.
So I connect there. There's a lower dome forming, and then I connect to the above, which is Venus. It's the cosmic rose, and it closes as a dome, and I can bring people into those spaces, and their feedback is amazing. They see themselves being disconnected from a huge computer. It's like the
Yeah.
programs being disconnected. They see themselves in their greatest form. They can see themselves in a vortex of great light. One friend that I did it on, she saw all these galactic beings around her, each one doing something else. And they looked strange. She told me, you know, they at the beginning I was a bit frightened, but then I understood. Yeah, this is the teams that you formed. So it's really amazing, and I have a new gift to share, and I'm all excited about it. And I started working online already, and it works like that too. And that's it. It's us getting together with us,
Yeah.
merging all our knowledge, all our love, all our wisdom. And and I just got the answer for all my questions. You know, how can we do this in a different way that it's easy, that it's quickest? We don't have the time to process.
Yeah. Amazing.
So
Amazing.
that's what I'm going through.
Now, when you talked, when there was the group of you with Todd and you did a mini process of this, I saw it as like a dome is like half a sphere, but I saw it as completing underneath, like
Mm-hmm.
it was a whole sphere. It wasn't just like half of a
Mm-hmm.
sphere. It was like I was in a bubble kind of thing, like a complete sphere.
True. Do you want to see it? I have a drawing.
Oh yes, please.
Uh, can you see it?
Yeah, just take it back slightly. Can't quite see all of it. A little bit further back. Can see the top of it, but not all of the bottom. And then lift it up a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, just lift it up a bit higher so we can see all the bottom. Amazing. Have you got a photograph of that you could maybe put in the comments?
I will. I will.
Amazing.
So this is what I got, and during that session with Todd, the mini session, one beautiful woman got in touch with me, and we started to work together. I mean, she's going through the dome through the internet. We're doing this like, and what she's going through is amazing. And also, she told me that while I was doing that with Todd, with that group of friends, she felt that she was being worked in exactly the spots that she needed. Okay, so she was really, this is for me. And one interesting thing that when I connected with her, I understood she also had been on a mission. And sometimes when the missions are too heavy, like mine was and hers it was as well, your body gets hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, it's too much pressure on the body,
Yeah.
and also your heart, because it means disconnecting with your family, with your surroundings. People look at you as if you are crazy or irresponsible. The children move away and also are not connecting so well. Friends, and you feel very much alone, and the heart starts closing up. And there's a lot of people out there, I'm sure, that came with specific missions and went through this kind of experience.
Yeah.
And through this woman, this beautiful woman, that she had so many things in common with my experience during the mission, we are reaching out all these places that hurt.
Yeah.
And that will take a long time to heal, but we need to do this in a different way. And actually, who is doing the work is our souls.
Yeah.
Because I go into that dome with a person, but the person is there with her soul, with her body, with her human self, and with all her aspects and guidance. So it's a working together.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it to someone, it's I'm creating this space and I'm working together with the person's wholeness.
Yeah.
And that is creating. And I like it.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, I really feel that. And I think that so many modalities are changing now. It's like we're really bringing the next level in. And I love what you say about the instant things are transmuted instantly, and we don't necessarily have to feel, that long process of purging that. And also doing the work that we do, as you say, it can be traditionally quite hard on the physical body. It's like our bodies were not ready. Not that there was a consequence of bringing in this really high energy that felt uncomfortable on the body and felt painful on the body. But I feel that that's coming to an end as well, that new modalities are coming in that are less harsh on the body, so that things can be transmuted more instantaneously. So I
There
love
is
what you're saying.
something else that I see though. Uh, when some of us volunteered to come here on a specific mission to a specific place that was very dark and needed the transmutation of vibrations,
Yeah.
we came as harmonizers.
Yeah.
Okay, and because we were still in the old energy, although we were full of light, we were doing that through our bodies.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of the harmonizing was done through our bodies. So we were in the old energy, right in the midst of harsh energies that needed to be transmuted. And it's not the same as what we're going through now. What we're
Yeah.
going through now is receiving the new energy and our body adapting to the new energy. That's something else. That, what I was talking about, that really hurts the body was dealing with old energies,
Yeah.
stuck energies, releasing stuff, opening portals. What I did there was like totally out of this world. It was like magic. I
Yeah.
was working with magic because I could.
Yeah.
Apparently, these are things that I bring from other lifetimes.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still that place where I felt so alone. Of course, I was not alone because otherwise I would have died a long time ago with the stuff I dealt with. I was not alone, but it felt like that's the human self. So the heart was, our emotions were hurt.
Yeah.
And this is the dome is a place for healing that is quicker than going through processes and processes and processes. And uh, but yes, I do feel the new energies coming now. Thank God.
Yeah.
I came here to recover during the shutdown, but there was a lot of time on my own and also with friends, but in nature, in my home country. Very peaceful over here where I am. Very, very peaceful. It's beautiful. So I received all that I needed.
Yeah. Yeah. And just to I really feel our body's changing. Like I'm quite conscious of some of the changes that are happening in my own body. And I think part of the
Hmm.
reason, and I'm totally in resonance with you about the harmonizer. That's my feeling of what I've done. That's the word that always used to come in as well. It's like bringing harmony where there's discord, bringing the harmony in,
Hmm.
but also really transmuting through my own physical body. So
Hmm.
for years and years and years, I've had a lot of pain in my body because that's how my body shows me the areas that need transmuting and upgrading as well. So a lot of what I've
Hmm.
done isn't just transmuting, it's also upgrading. So it's upgrading our physical bodies so they're becoming, I feel, more crystalline as well. Um, but it's we can withstand those energies better as our body transforms as well.
What
Now,
I feel, Denise, is that we are building a kind of personal dome. Just think
yeah,
about or sphere, and that now is the place where it's going to be the transformation of energies that come close to us and are not with love.
yeah,
Okay, it doesn't need to be through our bodies anymore. That's the big change,
yeah,
and it's happening now. It's gradually happening now with all the energies coming to support us.
yeah,
It's happening now.
yeah, yeah. I'm in total resonance with that. And something else that I'm aware of from that chat that you had with Todd and all your ladies, um, there are, I call it a weaverine. It's like a group of people coming together. It's like a pod of people that you're in real resonance with. And through this, we're
Mhm.
doing a lot of big work together. So a lot of work on the grids or bringing in new frequencies to build the new templates, that kind of thing. Um, and I think it was mentioned on your show, um, and Candice Coe mentioned it as well, that she's in a similar group. And I feel you and I connecting today, for example, there's like a cross weave. So you've been creating this beautiful tapestry with the ladies that you're with in your group. Candice has been doing that in her group. I've been doing it in my group. And when we connect together, those tapestries kind of merge, that they really come
Mhm.
together.
Mhm.
So tell
Yeah.
tell me if you would some of the work that you've been doing with your if you can. I know it's sometimes you can't even remember what's been done yesterday or the day. Well, I can't. I'm speaking as myself when I say you. Um, we're often doing so much it's hard to remember, but anything that you feel that's coming up that you'd like to share of some of the work that you do together.
With my group,
Yeah,
with that group, uh, at the beginning there was a lot of supporting each other.
yeah,
Okay, there was a lot of someone was going through a hard time, we
yeah,
would be there, and that was like lifting each other up.
mm-hmm,
It was really an important stage,
yeah,
and at a certain point we started to work with. uh, energies together, going into spaceships together or doing work somewhere. But mostly that work was being done by two of the ladies in the group when they did work together. And on that, I didn't really want to get involved in that because that's what I've been doing in Israel and I needed a break. Okay, I just said, I've been there, done that. Sorry, this is not what I want to do. So I stepped back in that way and I feel fine with it. But we still, we talk about what happens in our lives, and the upgrades we're going through. And just by being together online, the energies that we create together are very supportive of
Yeah,
of each one of us. And sometimes we do have the dragons coming in and the Arcturians coming in and things like that we do together. But mostly it's about our lives and what we're going through and how our energies together support our upgrading.
yeah. And that, one of the key things I'm getting from that is what you were talking about before, of all of us who've been doing this work a long time doing it alone. Really, it's like a stage that we had to go through of just doing the work. And when I was doing that, it never occurred to me that we would come together online. I knew when I was doing activations on the land, I knew other people were doing similar things. And I felt myself connect with them, heart connect. But now we're all connecting, like actually connecting, even though it's online. It feels like we're all together in a group. So it's like we don't
Mhm.
have to be on our own anymore doing this.
That's the immense change in me was when I met Todd.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
because that's Todd's mission
yeah,
is connecting this grid.
yeah,
And I was reborn, it was like, oh my God, there's other people doing this. Oh my God, I'm not alone. Oh, it's so good to talk about it. And as soon as I went online, something changed very drastically. And, people start connecting to me. That's how I connected to the women on this group, most of them. And there were other groups. I start working more with the rose. And so the great opening was through Sology for
yeah,
all of us, I think.
yeah,
We just, it's amazing what this guy is doing. What a mission. It's amazing.
yeah.
So I met a lot of people through, like this. I have
Mm-hmm.
a lot of connections all over the world, and we do one-to-one conversations and we exchange healings and it's there's a grid already. I
Yeah,
call it the rose grid.
yeah, absolutely.
The rose grid.
Yeah,
You know the
yeah. I really feel that, and same for me as well. And I think anyone who's connected with Sology, it has been our connecting point to reach our family, like our soul family, and the ones that we'd always planned that we would do this work with now as well. But it's a beautiful
that's
and
true.
kind of organic way of coming together. It just kind of naturally forms. And you might meet someone and think, oh, I really need to put you in touch with so and so, because you can feel
Right,
the connection
right, right,
between
right.
those two.
Yeah,
So then we all become a little hub as well, with all these spokes going out, and
yeah.
like multiple flower of lives, that there's all these spheres that overlap as well and create all these beautiful patterns
Hmm.
all over the globe. And then, you know, there's this flower of life here and there's this flower of life there, and then those two come together and create more. It's just beautiful. Like the imagery from that is just incredible.
There's also something that I love these groups because in Israel I started something already. It was like a WhatsApp group of my street.
Hmm.
The whole street was a very long street, and I used to walk my dog and meet all these people along the way and chat with them and exchange phone numbers and go and have a cup of coffee with them. And one day I said, let's have a party together and celebrate this street. And I got a WhatsApp also, all the phone numbers, and it was amazing. Everybody was like, who has some flour? I need flour, and someone would answer on the same street, and the street was very long. Anyway, once I was sick and I needed some pills, painkillers. I just posted it. There were three people coming from the street with the medicine. It was amazing, amazing. And when I came here, I also got into a couple of groups, also through WhatsApp and through Telegram, of young people who came from all over the world. They bought land here and they live very simply. They grow their own food. Some of them live in caravans even, and I see them as they creating the new earth.
Yeah.
Okay, self-sustainability and permaculture and all that stuff. And somehow I become their mother figure. They're all my children's age. And they would come to me even during lockdown, they would come to me for sessions, for questions, it was so I have groups here going as well. They don't have anything to do with zoology, but
Yeah.
it's like I can create that. And I bring my wisdom, and they bring their wisdom, and we gather sometimes, not just through WhatsApp, and it's beautiful.
That
They're from
is
all
really
over the
beautiful.
world,
Yeah.
from all over.
And I think a lot of what is going on at the moment with the quarantine lockdown is that communities are establishing themselves a bit more, which is interesting that in a way people are more isolated, but in a way actually people are coming together more. When I was at the beginning of this, when I'd walk in nature, I'd meet so many new people that you may just say hello to normally, but because of the circumstances and because one of you's stepping out of the way to make room on the path for the others, you don't just say hello, you say thank you. So you're greeting with gratitude as well, which is way stronger in a way than just a hello greeting. It's and in my head, when I say thank you, I'm also thanking them for being on the planet right now. I'm sending a whole there's a whole other resonance with the gratitude for me. It's not just thank you for stepping out of the way. It's thank you for being here right now as well, because we all chose to do it. It's not We all knew it wasn't going to be particularly easy, but we all volunteered to do it.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
and I have much more in-depth conversations with people than I used to have on the paths as well, because we're all sharing this experience. We're all kind of coming together as one on the planet with this experience, which is actually really beautiful. And that community spirit, people shopping for people and that kind of thing as well. I feel groups coming together much more. The sense of community feels stronger.
Yes, I feel that. Also, they have this food exchange.
Nice.
Okay, someone bakes bread, another one has eggs, this one has that, and they already created a community grocery shop. Everybody brings their stuff, and it is beautiful to see it happening here. Because I'm in this area. If I would be in the city, I wouldn't see that, but
Yeah.
I'm not. So it's a great experience, and sometimes you also meet people who are afraid.
Yeah.
and believe that, you really have to be in a distancing and wear masks on the streets. I do meet those as well, but uh, what I did was really interesting. The first time that there was the opening from the shutdown and you could go out and shops start opening, I was really happy. The first day I went out, I said, okay, I'm going to find summer clothes because I went only with winter clothes. I came with winter clothes and I didn't have anything to wear. I went into this clothes shop. There was only, the woman was there on her own, this young woman, and she said, you can't come in without a mask. I said, what do you mean? I don't even have a mask. I didn't know that, it was something new. And then she said, you know what? I have an extra one. I'll give it to you. So she gave me the mask. I was in shock. I was really in shock. But we really connected well and we started talking. And I told her I'm not afraid. And we chatted. And by the end of our interaction, we both took the masks out, down, and we hugged. And I went back to the shop again, and again she was on her own, and we just hugged and exchanged stories and all that. So and I went to another shop, clothes shop here. When you try something on and you don't buy it, they have to disinfect it with a spray. Okay. So this young woman was telling me about it, and I said, I'm not worried. I'm not afraid. And she says, oh my God, you're the first one who comes in here and says that. Everybody comes and asks, did anyone try these clothes on? Is it okay for me to try it? So when you bring that peace, when you bring that lack of worry, it is appreciated. You touch people like that, even if you're wearing a mask.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess if you're getting all your information from fear-based, from the news or from from the mainstream that is very fear-based, then that's all you see. Whereas I think a lot of us who already are more in the space of love than fear, and more in the space of trust than fear,
Mm-hmm.
it's completely new to them, and looking at this situation through those eyes must be really new to them and so refreshing as well. So yeah, thank
Mm-hmm.
you for sharing that. That's really beautiful.
And I don't have to go into the stories of conspiracies and what's happening behind the scenes. I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
I just have to show them there's another way. You don't have to be so scared, and it's okay.
It's
Just
like,
by being there.
yeah, it's like there's
Mm-hmm.
different levels to it. So there's, all the theories all meshing around here, but there's always a higher perspective to things, to everything
Yeah.
that happens.
Yeah. And that's what I got.
Yeah.
That's what I got. Don't uh, rebel against it. Use the mask when it's needed to go into shops. Okay, but here people don't wear it outside, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But uh, just radiate who you are.
Yeah.
And that's enough. You don't have to take the mask off and say, I don't agree with it, why and what. And not my scene. For other people will do it and it's fine for them.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it that way.
Yeah.
I go to restaurants sometimes, Denise, and the waiters with the masks, and you can hardly understand what they're saying. So a couple of times I just told them in restaurants, take it down. I just want to see your smile. And they do, and they smile, and they're so happy.
Yeah, because they probably think they're doing it because you want them to, as well as the customer. And the customer's probably thinking, well, I want Alison to take it down because, you know, they're probably thinking that I want them. I don't know. It's also convoluted. And it's really interesting times because I ask, you know, energetically, what mask are we wearing? Do we have a mask on? Is it time for us to reflect inwardly? Am I broadcasting my true nature, or is this a mask? Because a lot of us on this journey as well, we keep quiet about some of the things that we do. We don't always, because we
Oh,
think it's
yes.
too out there for people as well.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us are wearing a mask already because we don't want to necessarily be seen fully for who we are, for the fears that we've got
You're
inside.
right. You're right.
So it's a good time to reflect on that, and in what ways am I not expressing myself fully?
I did that a lot, Denise. I did that a lot. I was so into my cave for
Yeah,
a long time, you know, and I had cases when I would start talking to someone that I thought was a light worker, and they would ask me if I'm on pills or if I'm seeing a psychiatrist, you know. So when you have that kind of reaction, you shut up, you don't talk about what you do. And it becomes very lonely, and you get into the cave and you make it as nice as possible, and you just go out when you need to. And I was there. Oh yeah.
yeah, it's
So
really
in a way
interesting.
it was wearing the mask. You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right. I was just playing the game whenever I went out
mm,
of my cave, you know, playing their game,
yeah,
to be part of their game. They
yeah,
couldn't be part of mine, okay? And now I stopped playing that game.
yeah,
I came here and I met people who are very open to talk about what I do.
yeah.
And this is such a breather. Oh my God, isn't this amazing? I can open up. There's people who can understand what I do, what I am, or who I am, and I'm having a great time.
Amazing, amazing. Now I'm getting the nudge to ask, but don't feel under. You know, I know you'll go with your heart anyway. Would there be anything relating to the dome that you would want to bring in now, or shall I say, check out the weave? You know, to experience the dome. Um, how would that? Does that feeling flow to you?
Yes, sure. Sure. The last day was yesterday, and today I've been receiving really higher aspects of myself. Okay. And they come and they say, we want to be with you in the dome. And we want to be together. So it's getting stronger every day. So let's do it. Why not?
Thank you.
Just let me get a drink. We Here we go. Okay, I'll just do a short version,
Yeah,
like I did with Todd. Um, so whoever is supposed to feel, to connect to it, will. Not everybody does, and that's okay. But let's do this. Okay, so let's close our eyes and start breathing through our heart. Imagine a golden rose in your heart, a rose that is alive. All the petals are moving, it's spreading golden energy, and with each breath, the rose expands. And it's now surrounding our heart. And with another breath, it fills up our chest. Another breath, and it fills up our whole body. Feel this beautiful golden energy flowing in your body. Another expansion, another breath. And the golden rose fills up and surrounds your aura. And another breath. And expands to our Merkaba, our whole energy field, filled up with gold, moving energy of the rose. We are now in a quantum field together. Imagine now that from deep inside the earth, we connect to Gaia's rose, into a beautiful energy center that is now active in Portugal. Imagine half a dome coming up and stopping at earth level, and feel the energies coming through. Feel them reaching your feet and going up into your body. Give your body permission to accept them. So they flow up through your legs, knees and thighs, filling up your belly and your back and reaching your heart. The earth energies are melding now with a golden rose in your heart and spreading up together to your shoulders and arms and hands, up through your neck and filling up your whole head. Now imagine from the top there's another dome coming down, bringing the energies of Venus, of the sun and the central sun. The energies of Venus are the rose, the cosmic rose, the divine feminine rose of beauty, of love, oneness, harmony, joy. Imagine the half this dome connecting to the lower dome and closing. We are now in a kind of double dome. Feel the energies from above coming through your head, your shoulders, connecting now to your heart where the three roses melt. The earth rose, the golden rose, and the Venus rose. Imagine now that you are surrounded by your guidance. You are connected fully with your soul, with your consciousness, with your human self, with your body, with your own oneness, wholeness. You are whole here. And this is a sacred healing space where you find yourself lying on this comfortable table. And you're surrounded by cosmic healers and earth healers. You can call on all your aspects, your higher aspects, to be present, and all the entities that you rely on and are used to be with. Yeshua ben yourself is always present, Mother Mary, Magdalene. And now I call on Altea, Aragon. Imagine now that the dome, the double dome, is moving clockwork-wise, and your table where you're lying is moving the other direction against clockwork. Imagine how quick it's going or how slow. You can control that. If it's too quick for you, you can make it slower. Each one of you is being disconnected from programs that you needed to disconnect from, or having something in your physical body cleared, densities, illnesses. Your soul knows it. Your guidance knows where to go, where to direct what is taking place in this sacred dome. Just feel it, trust that it's all guided by your own soul for your highest good and for the highest good of all. And now we are going to end this small taste of what it is like to be in the dome. Imagine the top part of the dome going up and the lower part going down. Feel all these energies, the expansive healing energies coming to your physical body. You're bringing them in. You're embodying it. And we say thank you to all those that assisted us and are here to make our lives easier because we deserve it, because we own it, because we are part of all this. And when you're ready, start moving your arms and your legs and your feet. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Wow.
How was it?
That was really powerful.
What did you feel?
Mm. I could see everything you were visualizing. And I could really, because I'm more of a feeler really than a seer, but my seeing senses got stronger, so I could feel all the energies kind of like coming up through my body, but also feel them coming down from above as well. I really love that, that you feel really cocooned in that space. You know, it's all the way around you, so you just feel it in all directions as well. And I could, it was almost like there were certain plugins in various places that were just, you know, like you say, like attachment to the AI or whatever. It was like all those were just unplugging.
Mm-hmm.
And the programs as well. I don't know if that was how I was seeing the programs, unplugging and moving away. But the peace, like the feeling of peace, and I could feel myself very deep, like I was very present here still and aware of what we were doing and how we were doing it, but I was still very deep as well. Yeah, that was really, really beautiful.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So here we are. We will all be bringing new things now, remembering new things. Like before I got this creative method, whatever you call it, the dome, I had uh, a vision. I was awake. I think it was before going to sleep.
Yeah.
I saw myself in a dome, and I was told this dome existed in Atlantis and also Lemuria. It's a rejuvenation dome that people used to go in and rejuvenate completely their cellular structure.
Yeah.
Okay, it was done with crystals underneath, and on top there was a magnetic field.
Yeah.
And the turning of the dome against the turning of the bed did something, and there were facilitators there. So they reminded me that I know about it.
Wow.
So, so it's like remembering things
Yeah.
from other times, but they come through differently.
Yeah.
They based on that, but then the domes were physical. Now it's possible to bring them in an energetic way.
Yeah.
So it's magic and it's fun. And I always ask for it to be with ease and joy. And there's always dolphins around playing as well. And we don't have to go through processes anymore. If we choose to, okay? Some people may choose to go through those processes. It's up to them. Whoever will come to me once had enough of that. We have so much as old souls that we can't just wait around and process for the rest of our lives.
We've got things to do.
What?
We've got things to do. You're right, it takes up a lot of time. Just as you said the word dolphins, it was like there was a colour change on your screen, like an aquamarine turquoisey colour. And you looked like you were speaking to me from under the water.
Yes, because my walk-in, the present one, is connected to water, to dolphins, to joy,
Yeah.
to ease. So she came to say hello. Her name is Mariam. Mar in Portuguese is sea. Yam in Hebrew is yam. So I have a Portuguese and a Hebrew name together in this walk-in.
Beautiful.
So it's all about flowing, yes.
Yeah.
About flowing. That's what she brings.
Amazing.
And I hope you all enjoy the flowing too.
I'm sure. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll bring this to a close now. I just want to thank you again, Merita. This has been really, really beautiful chatting to you. There's lots of lovely lovely comments there. Thank you to everybody who's been watching, and thank you to everybody who will watch the replay or on YouTube as well. If you've enjoyed this and you resonate with it and you feel others will as well, please share it along. And Halia is going to be with me next, also known as Becky Hilton Keeler. She is coming on in 3 hours, just under. There is a Love Speaks Love page where all the shows are, if anybody wishes to click like on that and connect with that. And the YouTube is Inner Peace with Denise. Where can people get hold of you, Merita?
Through my Facebook page, the normal page. You can just message me on the messenger if you're interested in Dome sessions. What I got until now is that you only need three sessions. In one session, there's the clearing. The other session is receiving the new energies. And the third session is about really clarity and focusing on what you're supposed to do or be, whatever it is. Everybody's different. And things that happen to people are just amazing. So if you want to experience this kind of magic, I'm here.
Amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for the opportunity, Denise. I know that we both connected to Venus.
Yeah.
And that was our amazing connection from the beginning.
Yeah.
So you may still feel things happening after this session.
Yeah.
Okay? They keep working.
Yeah, thank you. Much love, sweetheart.
Bye.
Bye.